Why you think all these cameras in there? Because of me. I'm the reason.
Why they got this camera on you?
See, that's a good look.
Big soldier. This Deniro Farrar, the leader of cult rapping. Whenever I'm in the triangle, I'm tuned in to K97.5.
K97.5, real hip hop and R&B. Mir.I.am hanging out, which I have just been joined in the building. I got to tell you, this is one of my favorites right here. I'm so happy, and he's smiling. I got in the building with me, QC's own, the multi-talented Deniro Farrar. What's good?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
And your teeth.
Good to see you and your teeth.
Exactly.
Got a few new gold pieces in there. I see.
Yeah, just on the side. So, little accents. Ain't nothing too crazy.
You know how it is. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I'm happy that you're here.
And you know what? I'm excited to be. I slept on the way, man, because I had my son. I had to be up crazy early this morning to take him to school, so I ain't really had no sleep. So I slept on the way up here. I was like, man,
car sleep is the best sleep.
For real, I was gone. I woke up. We was like 19 minutes away, so I slept the whole ride. For real,
that's the best kind of trip when you wake up and you're already there.
Exactly.
So you have a little less hair than the last time I saw you.
Man, I chopped it all the way down.
So was it like an instant decision, or you just have been thinking about it and was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this?
I'm a Gemini, so we slightly impulsive, but I had already considered it before I actually did it. But me, I'm the type of person, if I don't impulsively do something sometimes, I'll sit on a decision too long and I won't do it. So one night it just felt right, and we chopped it.
Did you do it yourself or you had somebody else do it?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah, because the ones in the back I really couldn't see, so I didn't want to chop them.
You'd end up messing up everything. You'd be like, got a ball patch in the back. What we going to do about that?
Exactly. So I went to the hair salon and let her chop a lot of them off, but I did the ones I could see.
You did it to release the energy from them?
That's why we rock like that, because I don't even got to tell you. You already know, because we connected. Exactly. That's exactly the reason why I did it, though.
That's what's up. So, I'm super excited that you're here, and I'm super excited about this new project that you're dropping tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Re-Up.
Yeah.
Yes, tell me all about it. I want to know all the details.
You know it. So I came up with the idea for the Re-Up. I have a project dropping. Well, it was supposed to drop in February. And it's more like an album. It's called War Ready. But they pushed the date back, and I was like, man, I only dropped 3 songs for real 2018. So I was like, man, I know my fans really want music. I have new listeners just because of the height of social media. Everybody comes to, they discover you, however they discover you. And I want to feed the need of those people too. So with them pushing the project back, I was like, I got to drop something. So I started working on the Re-Up. At first it was called Breakdown, because the first song I recorded off of there was Breakdown, which we just shot the video for, man. And so initially it was going to be an EP with me and my DJ Trap, because he produced the song, and a guy out of Louisiana Magazine. And as I started to do more records, I just branched out and started working with other producers. And I was like, I just want to make a cohesive body of work. I don't want to marginalize the project and say, I'm only going to work with you and I'm only going to work with you. It's like, let's just make the best project we can. And so we did that. I wanted it to be a short listen, 30 minutes and 7 tracks. And I was like, yeah, man, it's the Re-Up, because I'm back to get these people more. You know what I'm saying? And that's.
And you warming them up for War Ready.
Exactly. Yeah. We warming them up to pay. Because I ain't.
Exactly. Gotta give them something free. And it's like, all right now.
I ain't say it was free.
All right now, it's time.
No, it ain't free now.
It ain't free. Okay.
This because I did this project solely independent. I put everything into it on my own. So it's like we got to get back something, but we not trying to really overdo it. So the first 2 weeks when it drops, it's gonna be streamed through my site. And that way, we can really, really get a feel and gain a feel for the listeners and where they're listening from, and just kind of track the analytics, And then we're going to release it to digital streaming platforms and allow them to distribute the music and, playlist it and all these different things, whatever they want to do with it.
You'll really be able to capture your core fan base. That's real smart.
Exactly. Then I can spam them when we got new stuff.
So what's your label situation now? Are you independent? Are you still with Warner?
No, I'm not with Warner no more, man. We back to the basics.
Okay.
And actually I prefer it like that. you know, I just watched the recent Future interview, man, and he gave a lot of insight on being signed with a record label as far as how that just banks that puts you in debt, and usually the bill don't come until the end. So it's like you done accumulated all this debt, you're not even realizing it. You jumping on a plane because they want you on a plane, and you know, you're not asking questions because the ticket paid for it, and they want to take you to dinner, then they want you to get a high budget video, and next thing you know, when you get to exit, they're like, oh yeah, and here's a $6 million tab to take with you. You're like, what? Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
So that wasn't my situation with Warner. They were more so holding me up. I couldn't really release the way I wanted to, and I'm a very active guy when it comes to music, and they just like, oh yeah, we got such and such dropping Jason Derulo. I don't care about that, man. I got 2-3 projects, I want out in. And I just started to rebel. I dropped Mind of a Gemini 1 and 2 while being on Warner. I dropped Cliff of Death 2 while being on Warner. So I was just like, I just started to rebel and do my own thing. And I started to feel like I didn't need to be on the label. So our lawyer got us out of the deal. And now I'm solely independent. I got distribution through Sony. And I'm working with United Masters as well right now. So.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about them. So
United Masters? Yeah, man, they're relatively new. Very wise son, Mike Wise, man, he building a company out, man. He's a solid dude, and I'm rocking with Mike, so yeah.
That's definitely what's up. So in the last few years, you've done a lot of big things. I saw that you were touring overseas.
Right, yeah.
And I was just like, go ahead. So what was that experience like, with people not necessarily even speaking your language but knowing your music and stuff like that?
It just really let me know the power of the music, one, the power of internet and social media, two, and just how much of an impact hip-hop has on the world, not just my city, just the entire world. So, it was a liberating experience to be in China, of all places, walking the streets of China, Shanghai, Beijing, and doing these shows, man, and people actually showing up like, hey, I've been listening to you since 2012. I never thought you would be here. I'm like, I never thought I'd be here. So it was amazing, man. It definitely was enough, fuel to keep me going and motivate me to continue just to make the music. So
that's definitely what's up. So Deniro Farrar, you're one of the most exciting entertainers and performers that I've seen.
You think so?
I think so. The first time I ever saw you perform, it was 2015. It was at the Durham Hip Hop Summit.
Oh, okay.
And they poorly promoted it, so it was nobody there.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And you showed up with your jug of water.
Exactly.
And I was just like, okay, this guy likes to stay hydrated. Who is he? Okay. So and then you performed it was 20,000 people out there. You killed it and shut it down.
Right.
And ever since that day, I was just a fan.
Thank you.
I was just like, no matter what, you put on a show.
Right. No, of course. Because that's in me, the entertainment part, the performance part. It's you never know who's going to be in the room. I don't care if it's 5 people. I don't care if it's 2 people. A person told me if it's more than 5 people in the room, it's opportunity. So I'm just this opportunity to gain a new follower. I'll do it one by one because I took the long route to get to where I am. And we still on that journey right now. I didn't take the quick elevator. We took the stairs, so we still on the stairs with it. And I'm going to perform, Yeah,
it definitely was dope. I've seen you, I think about three or 4 times since then.
Yeah, we did the other one too.
You did the hopscotch joint. Killed that.
We did was that hopscotch when we did it outside, or it was a radio festival, remember? And I brought Baby Jesus with me.
Yes, that was for WKNC. Exactly. That was a double barrel benefit they had at Cat's Cradle.
Right. Exactly.
And that was my introduction to Baby Jesus.
Okay.
Seeing them, during your set. So that's pretty dope for you to put him on like that. And Charlotte is just really kind of like to put him on your set.
Yeah.
Charlotte is really kind of killing it right now.
Exactly.
Bianca, Lou, I saw the song.
Frank, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know if you on
So what's
Frank.
the energy feeling right now? Living in Charlotte and seeing all this attention and North Carolina really rising because of Charlotte.
It's exciting, man. We talk about it almost every day. You know what I'm saying? This is my team, my videographer, my management team, and we talk about it on the daily, and they always be like, man, you like Gucci Man, because you really see it all and put it together before it even really hit the people that these people are, talented in the way that they are. You see it early. So I'm just excited, man, for real, because there's some guys on the come up right now that I'm just like, when the world get hold of you, you know what I'm saying? John out of here right now. So it's no more when the world get hold of the baby, because he out of here. You feel me?
Right.
But there's some emerging talent as well. When the world get a hold of them,
it's done. Like they out of here. You feel me? So
anybody you want to introduce us to?
That's why I said if you Frank. Y'all ain't heard of Frank. Like Frank.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank coming. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, it's raw. Of course, J-Way Sosa, Sosa been on their heels. But
yeah,
I feel like
definitely has. He's been doing it. He's been working a long time.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Like, that's the difference between the elevator and the stairs. Some people took the elevator, some people took the stairs. It don't matter what you took. You gonna get there. You might just get there a little faster. But with J-Way, man, yeah, he took the stairs. But I think this year he jumping off the stairs and getting on the elevator because he finna go up. And we got Lil Shaq and Dolo Devo, and of course Sianka. You got Lou. You got Elevator. It's so many people. I hate I start naming people because I don't want to leave nobody out. But the city is just crazy. Right now I can feel it. It's an energetic shift in the culture of music with Charlotte. Like, I feel it. I'm like, yo, we really tapping into that sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because that's one of the criticisms about North Carolina. They don't have their own sound. They don't have their own style.
Right.
And I don't think they're going to be able to say that after this year.
No, man. The way John kicking them in their face, they really got to see Charlotte at this point. The foundation I've laid and people before me laid for the city, and now when he's coming, what he's doing now, they can't ignore the city no more because the world really seeing it. And it's like they're going to have to tap back into the market of Charlotte because they know that there's so much emerging talent coming. I just keep telling these guys that's emerging, bro, get ready. As long as you're ready, you don't have to get ready. Just get prepared now.
Yeah.
That way when it's time, you already ready. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that's where we at.
Now, speaking of the baby, they announced yesterday about him signing with Interscope.
Yeah.
And, I've been seeing a lot of the reaction, and I have to say, most of the reaction that I've seen has been positive because a lot of people have seen his work ethic and his grind. So it's not like, he dropped some viral and was trolling online and made it. You know what I'm saying? It's like people respect you when you take the stairs versus when you, just hop an elevator and just happen to be a fluke.
I mean, you know what? His stairs was crazy, though. It was like he was running up his stairs, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he was grinding for a minute, but it was like it still happened relatively fast, too, though. You know what I mean? Because, bro, I ain't even been rapping that long.
What, 4 or 5?
I don't even think that long. I would think maybe 3 to keep it a band, because I remember when he first started rapping. You know what I'm saying? But I seen it. I was like, man, he got the talent.
How'd y'all meet?
He a star.
Strip club?
Hell no. We was at Walmart with my cousin, and my cousin had
this guy stays in Walmart. Jesus.
Hey, man, period. They need to hire me. If y'all hiring and y'all hear this, man, I need a manager position.
Not you.
Period. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So, boom. He wasn't in Walmart though. We was in a parking lot, and my cousin, at the time, he had this silver Benz, so he backing out. And at the time, the baby had this bright school bus yellow BMW. He come flying through the parking lot, and my cousin backing out. The Benz, and it kind of detected him shooting past. So I rolled the window down, like he almost hit the car, like speeding through the parking lot. I rolled the window down. I looked out the window at him, but I couldn't really see him. But I looked out the window like, nigga, watch where you going, woo, woo. And he looked at me, and we kind of left it at that, He kept going, but we looked at each other in that moment, but I couldn't see what he looked like. And then I started hearing, like, people be like, you ain't heard of Baby Jesus, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, I ain't heard of no Baby Jesus, boom, boom, boom. So I finally decided to get on Instagram and look the name up, and then I see this yellow BMW. I'm like, this the dude who almost hit me at Walmart, you feel me? So, and I started listening to the music, and I was like, but I like him, though. You know what I mean? Like, I like the music, and I DM'd him, and I was in the studio. I was like, bro, pull up to the studio. He like, yeah, I'm rocking with you, you know what I'm saying? And so he came, and then I told him the story, and he was like, yeah, bro, I knew that was you. Like, after I knew that was you. So we did a few songs after that, and then, the rest is just, we here now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, yeah, but a lot of people don't know that, but, yeah, that's a funny little story.
That's funny. Yeah. I wonder where that BMW is now. Bright yellow.
He sold it. He said it was getting too much attention. It was like yellow like that with yellow rims on it. So he. I mean,
a bright BMW. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of attention.
Exactly.
So let's talk about some of the things that are important to you that you always stress about. Health.
Right. Of course.
Family.
Teeth.
Facts. You love books. Are you still doing a book club?
Man, you know what, man? They gonna be on my head this year if I don't start that book club back. Like, for real. I done took almost 2 years off my book club. And I hate it. I've read a lot, since then. But it's like the book club. To be honest, I hate social media for real. I hate being on Instagram. And it's like now building a hip hop brand, building a brand in general, you have to be active on social media. And when I had my book club, I was like, man, I really got to be active with my book club online. Like, and I didn't want to be. I just really wanted to have the book club, but without the responsibility of, being on the internet and doing it. So now I'm like kind of delegating different responsibilities via the internet for people to be able to handle. Like, we're going to do the content for a few months in a few days, and that way I don't have to be on there. I can just put the content out. Like,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So
having a team, that's important.
You ain't nothing without a team.
So since the last time I saw you, had a new baby.
I did, Sergeant. Yeah,
Sergeant. So how's fatherhood treating you with a brand new baby?
Right. It's different because I'm a lot more wise than I was, with my other two children. And I feel I did a really good job with them too. I mean, they're 5 years old.
They look just like you.
Yeah.
Like, what is light-skinned version? Just like, they look exactly like you. They're so normal.
I know, man. But it's cool. It's dope, man. His mom is amazing, so it makes it easy to kind of parent where I am now, my lifestyle change. Because I had just really started becoming more health conscious when I had my sons, for real. I had just stopped smoking and drinking. And but my eating habits weren't the same. Like, I would transition into eating better, but I was gone so much, I began to become the dad who would allow my children to eat kind of like whatever, in a sense. Like, because I would be gone so much, so when I come back, it's like, and I get my kids that come to my house, I'm like, what do y'all want to eat? They're like, one. They're like, oh, pancakes. I'm like, all right, chicken nuggets. And I was kind of overcompensating for, being gone so much. And that
giving them whatever they wanted.
Exactly. So, once I let that guilt of going go away, you know what I'm saying, because it was a sacrifice, I was like, okay, it's time to crack down. Like, because my kids wouldn't eat nothing but chicken nuggets and pancakes, for real. And it was devastating trying to make them eat real food. Yeah. I realized at a certain point when I took them to a restaurant, my kids don't eat real food. They eat pancakes and chicken nuggets every day. Like, and I felt horrible, man. You know, so.
It's not the most healthy diet. So no. Are you vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian?
Man, we ain't rocking with the meat though. But you know what? For this film that I did out in LA, I had started back eating fish to try to gain more like bulk, because they wanted me to gain like 8 pounds, and I had like a month to do it.
8 pounds?
I ain't gained none of that. I probably gained 2 pounds, man. For real.
The struggles of having to gain weight.
Man,
I don't feel
y'all
for
need
you.
to
I'm
send me
sorry.
a bag of money for gaining this weight. You feel me? Because it was expensive, man. You know, just eating consistently like that. You know what I mean? I just kind of was like, whatever. I'm going to keep working out, and whatever I gain, I gain. But
tell me about the movie.
It's called Little Brother, produced by my man Deke. And so they're sending it to like Netflix, film festivals, all of these different things. So it's going to premiere, I believe, in 2020. But it's a movie about gentrification. It's like a gentrification horror film.
And you talk a lot about that in your music.
Gentrification, right. They found me online because of the gentrification record. And they was like, yo, we got to have this guy involved with it. And so the guy Spencer, who was one of the writers for the movie, he was doing a lot of acid in New Mexico. This is what he tells me when I'm in LA, because I'm like, bro, this is a crazy script. He's like, yeah, man, that's what, long nights of doing acid and stuff in Mexico would get you. So the script was just
get
really
you some other stuff too.
Exactly. To kill you. But it was dope, man. It was a crazy experience. They treated me well. I felt like Denzel Washington. I had my own trailer on set. For real. So it was
Deniro Washington. Let me find out.
Come on, man.
I'm about to get you some Emmys, Oscars.
I need all that.
So was this like your first like full-blown acting experience? Like, I know you've done some, in your videos and stuff like that, but like full-fledged where you had to learn lines,
exactly.
and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Did you work with a coach or?
I was my coach.
YouTube University
was my coach. I did a little bit of YouTube, but I was finding these real far out extreme method actors where they were telling me to walk around in character until I'm not walking around like that. I got kids. You feel me? Like, I'm not finna be stuck in this character because
and you're already
the person
a Gemini,
that I had to
like
play. I might not never come out of that. You feel me? He might become a part of who I am.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, but I just really rehearsed in the mirror, for real. It took me back to being a little kid when I used to reenact movies I would see. I would just get in the mirror and like reenact it to myself. So I did that with my lines, and when I got there, I killed it though. So yeah.
Well, one of your favorites is Tupac.
Of
and
course,
if you do anything in your debut role like he did in Juice, then
No, we didn't do it like that. I didn't have as many lines as Tupac. He was more of a main character. I was kind of, I was in throughout the whole movie, but I didn't have a lot of lines until the end. That's when the first time I spoke at the end of the movie. Everything else is just body language and gesture for me.
You.
I was a very cold character. My name was Tyree. I look like a Tyree too. Yeah.
That's funny. So, more acting for you in the future? Did you like it enough? Like you've been bit by the bug?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like I love it. I would do that. This and music, I would act and do music and fitness over everything.
Fitness video in the future?
I've been teasing them on my Instagram.
That would be kind of. You get a lot of lady fans.
I know.
They wouldn't even be working out. They be eating chicken
I know.
watching you do push-ups.
Yeah, we teased it and played with the idea, but like I said, 2019 is a very exciting year for the brand as a whole because, I've added so much to the arsenal and who I am as an artist because I'm not just a rapper, I'm an artist. I'm multifaceted, so we're doing the acting, I want to do modeling this year too, for high-end clothing. For real, so I want to start tapping more into that on my own, like having my own high-end fashion photo shoots, and that way we can kind of utilize that as bait for high-end fashion people to come in and want to have involvement with the brand. Of course, the exercising with the Nike and the Monster sponsorships, I want to be able to activate them this year and really start actively doing stuff on a physical fitness level with them. So.
Yeah, you should, because I see some of your workout videos that you used to post, and you be in there. I be breaking a sweat watching, he going in.
Exactly. Yeah.
2019 is gonna be a real dope year for you. I can already see it.
Beautiful. I feel it.
I feel it too.
I think it's a rapper's thing to say, oh, this is my year, And I would say that because as an artist, you always want to believe that it's your year, especially when you haven't broke out. You're like, oh, this is my breakout year. But honestly, wholeheartedly, man, I feel it energetically. I feel it in my spirit for real. So I don't even really have to say it. It's a feeling. The people around me confirming it because that's all they keep saying. Even you and everybody around me keeps saying I don't necessarily have to say it, but I can feel it. It's an energy that's surrounding me.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So before you get out of here, real quick, let's talk about some current events that are going on in the world right now. What you got any thoughts on the government shutdown?
What's crazy is so I didn't realize I knew the government shut down, but I didn't know it was gonna impact the airport the way it did when I flew out of JFK to LAX. Woo! It took me an hour and 30 minutes to get my bag. There were no people in the airport working for real. A lot of people called out because they're not being paid.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dang, it really hit me at that point. Man, it's crazy. This is wild, but it come with the game because America is a corporation. You're not supposed to. You shouldn't be able to shut anything that governs a country down because if you're governing a country off of this system of governing, why would you shut it down? This is a business though. So what happens when you're not being paid in the business? The company gonna strike.
Yeah.
You feel me? America is a corporation. You feel me? They shut it down. It's like Diddy. He's like, I'm shutting the studio down.
Right.
The artists go, they get mad. So yeah, Trump shut the studio down. Now we artists, we mad. But God really got the last say so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Devil reigns short at the top, and they just playing games because they know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So they really taking advantage of the opportunity of the power structure that they've created. To govern the people. They know it's under evil energy and all of that.
Yeah.
That they tampering with. I see it. I'm just really focused on what I got going on for real.
I definitely feel
I can't let it affect me. I'm not a government employee, but at the same time, my heart goes out to the ones who are, and they got to pay bills, and they got kids, and
not having to go to work and not getting paid and stuff
exactly.
Like that. Yeah.
But me, I'm gonna get in the studio and I'm gonna rap about it. I'm gonna talk about it, and hopefully it don't affect the music, the streams on the music. People consuming the music, coming to the shows. They need to reboot the government though, ASAP.
That's one thing I love about your music. You always talk about things that are relevant to humans, not what I'm saying, and that are relatable, and it's not just far fetched. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's real. That's one thing I love about your music. Do you have any thoughts on R. Kelly?
Oh my God!
Did you see that docuseries?
I watched 1 or 2 episodes for real. Like I couldn't watch it because it was hard on both ends for me to watch. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't agree at all what R. Kelly has done. You understand? And so the accountability is there for holding him accountable for what he's done to these young women. But at the end of the day, on the other end, the accountability it needs to be there for these parents. I'm like, how you parenting though? Like to let your 15, 16-year-old daughter get on the plane and go see any grown man. And then you don't go, and then you go, but then you allow them in the room alone. Like, if I had a daughter and she like, R. Kelly want to fly me out, well, you better got 2 plane tickets, me and you going. Yeah. And he better have 2 rooms, one for him and one for us. Like, it ain't, so I think a lot of these people are coming out to help destroy and assassinate the character, which they don't have to work hard to do because, of course, he done these things. But at the same time, it's like, man, these parents gave their children to this man, too, for a price. You feel me? They knew he was
and a lot of them did it after the trial.
You feel me? They knew this man was sick. And then you feed the sickness by sacrificing your child, giving your child to the sick man. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel bad for R. Kelly because he is really sick, man. I think he really deal with some mental health stuff, man. And mental illness is so real, especially amongst our people. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like he dealt with that young child molestation and being molested by, his sister and a man at the same, not at the same time, but these are different series of events. But this all happened to this man.
People got to get help because they'll just continue that chain.
You're turning into a monster if you don't have the proper outlet. And, us as black men, man, we need to have a comfortable space to be safe to talk about these emotions. You understand? And I think a lot of things could be stopped if we had some... I feel when you born at a certain age, you should be privy to receiving free help mentally. Even if you don't feel you need it. I mean, at the age of 9, everybody should get a card for free psychological evaluation and to sit down with a shrink or whoever just to talk if you want to. You should have access to that, period. There's trauma in the DNA of being black and you born with it. That's so true. So you should be able to come out the womb and get free mental health services. You understand? But now they're making it a thing now to have a shrink or, oh, you crazy, blah, 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 blah. And it's not a black or white thing, but I know some of my white friends who told me they had a shrink at 9. Yeah. They had a safe place to be able to express their emotions and feelings. Like, what about these young black kids that's going through stuff and they don't have nobody to talk to?
That's so true. Like, a lot of people, they go to church, they try and pray things away, but you still need some outside assistance, some mental health counseling, and to be able to talk to somebody and to be able to open up. So, I mean, I think that makes sense. Yeah. Deniro Farrar 2020, you got my vote. Let's go.
Hey, man, I wouldn't even want to run this country for real. It's too much responsibility. And then when you're black and trying to run something, man, they're going to drag you. Everything going to be your fault.
Pretty much. Much. So Tory Lanez said that he's the best rapper alive today. Okay. And he called out J. Cole. Okay. And what do you think about that? Do you think that Tory Lanez is the greatest rapper alive?
I don't think nothing about it. I think Tory Lanez is the greatest rapper alive if he thinks he's the greatest rapper alive.
Does every rapper think they're the greatest rapper alive?
I have no idea. I'm not even being concerned about being the greatest rapper alive. Period. I don't even want that title. I want to be the most influential, most impactful. You feel me? Tupac is objectively, well, in my opinion, but subjectively, one of the best rappers alive. But I feel as if Tupac is the most influential, most impactful rapper, period, to ever live, man. And that's from a liberation standpoint, from a style standpoint. Everybody's trying to recreate. People still being Tupac for Halloween, bandana tied. I mean, bro, what he was an innovator of style.
I saw you say that he's one of the only or few rappers that you respect as a person, as well as an artist. Yeah. And I thought that meant a lot.
The vulnerability aspect, to know that you have duality as a Gemini, but being unafraid to showcase and display that. You know what I mean? That's real to me, because everybody want to, social media make it easy for the facade of who we want people to feel like we are. You know what I mean? And we don't like to contradict ourselves. We want to be, this is who I am and this is how I live. But them people putting up that facade, man, they're not living like that for real behind
closed doors. You know what I mean? These is ugly people, but they project such pretty, you know, personalities online and all that. You feel me? He showed you the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, the smart, the dumb. Everybody just either want to be super smart or act super dumb. Yeah. It's like, where the balance?
Exactly.
You know
he was the portrait of balance. I gotta say that. Like, he give you some ratchet and righteous. You know what I'm saying? He give you everything that you need in between. My all time favorite rapper. It's not even.
Yeah,
close.
I don't
was
even
so hurt
have
when he
like
died.
5. You know, I only got 1. You feel what I'm saying? I love Andre 3000. You know, I love him, man. I think he amazing, but ain't nothing like Pac though. You feel me? He the realest. Period.
Facts. Yeah. I agree.
So.
Deniro Farrar, the re-up is dropping on the 25th. Make sure you gotta go stream it directly on your website for the first 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah, you could download it too. So we're doing tiers for the project. We're doing like, you know, re-up university hoodies and stuff like that.
I definitely need me a hoodie.
Man, we gonna get you a re-up university hoodie. What size you want? We gonna send you
2X. Get me
2X. What color?
Get me right.
We got gray, maroon. These are all of the colors that we're gonna do for it. We got the mock-ups. I put them online for people to check out and see and kind of vote on, you know, did they like them or not. And like, yeah, a lot of people was rocking.
What's the website?
No, like, okay, so we put it on Instagram.
Okay.
But it's going to be Leader of Cult Rap. That's going to be the website. So I'll send you the website. Somebody took Deniro Farrar, man, tried to make me buy the domain.
How much they try to charge you for your
own
own name?
Just period. I'm not buying, that's my name. Like, I don't care what they're charging.
Yeah,
but that's a smart
up.
business to take domains and make people buy them back, because you got a lot of people who really want the name so bad they'll buy it back. But I'm like, no, like, I'm not buying that back from you. I don't want it that bad. You know what I mean? So
that's a good little hustle, though.
It is.
Find out all the upcoming rappers and artists and just go buy their name and then sell it back to them for a few $1,000.
They do it on social media, too. You know what I mean? Somebody had took my name, Deniro Farrar, so I was Deniro Farrar KOBK when I first started. I was Deniro Farrar 123. I was just like, man, this too much. I'm gonna just be the leader of cult rap.
And you still don't have Deniro Farrar on IG, so that person still got all your stuff. It's probably the same person. It's probably the same person
they ain't
too.
even using it. They just mean.
Petty, y'all. The petty out there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll take a gray one. We'll see.
A gray one?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
gray. I like
I'm gonna hit my people and we gonna get some for the team. So you know, you get one of the team ones. We're gonna have embroidered re-up university ones, but we're gonna do screen print for like the fans.
That's a good idea. Real good idea.
I mean,
merch game. Yeah. So everybody that's listening right now, tell everybody where they can follow you, go download your music and all that good stuff.
I would say Instagram, Leader of Cult Rap on Instagram, LEADER.
That's where you're the most active. You hadn't tweeted since like October.
Yeah, you got to pick a social media platform right now and run with it. You know, so if you and 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be Instagram, because you could do everything. You could lead people to, you know, people got their Snapchats and their Instagram bios and their Twitters and all of that. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop now to get all the social media. So yeah, I don't even give out my Twitter or Facebook no more. I just give my Instagram because the information in my thing.
True that. Deniro Farrar, the re-up, and then he gonna be war ready. Period. So make sure y'all follow, stay up to date with what he got going on. If you get the chance to see him live, go. I'm telling you, you will instantly become a fan. Deniro Farrar, we appreciate you stopping through.
Thank y'all for having me. This is nice. Oh, so I don't got no shirt on. So that's why I ain't take my jacket off, because I'm hot as hell.
I figured you didn't have no shirt on, because you don't never have no shirt on. I don't think I've ever seen you with the shirt on.
I have on a shirt, but it's like a bullet. I was walking around my crib, and they came, and I was like, damn, like I need to stop and go get T-shirts. And